Greetings and welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to episode 355 of the Words About Games podcast, a weekly gaming podcast for Words About Games. I'm your host, Amy K. Alexander, joined this week by the man, the myth, the legend, I don't know, Mr. Dafford Moody.
Howdly doodly do. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's video game
my brain.
day.
My brain.
When are you technically releasing this, sir?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means.
And it's
we
Sunday.
should have sorted that out. And we're recording on a Sunday.
Yeah. You said Sunday and I panicked. You said Friday. I was like, ah!
What the hell? Am I at work? No.
I'm meant to be at Moody's. Shit. He's going to be so mad.
I wouldn't be, actually. I'd be like, I get it. I would have been like, I get it. I get it, Amy. I get it.
I mean,
Sophia's a pain in the backside. I wouldn't want to hang out with her that much either.
No.
I was waiting for a response.
No, I'm not getting involved. Not after last time.
That's true. How are you? I hope all is well.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm sad, Moody. GDQ
Sad.
finished this morning. I'm sad. There's no more GDQ. Till January, probably. And you're like, what's GDQ? There's a whole fucking channel in our Discord server about GDQ. That you fucking edit. You run that fucking Discord.
I don't run out.
Yeah, you do. Because when I run it, I break it.
That's true. That's true. Oh, the speedrunner people. If you just said the speedrunner people, I would have understood you.
It's not GDQ.
Yeah, the speedrunner. Just say the speedrunner people. I understand.
I'm going to call it what it's actually called.
The speedrunner people.
And if you want to disrespect them like that, that's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
What they do? They speedrun. Yeah. So I'm not insulting them. How's that insulting them?
Just say GDQ. It's quicker to say GDQ.
Not in my head, it isn't.
All right. I know we just did a thing before the podcast. Let me explain to you how syllables work.
I know how syllables work.
Oh yeah, it's finished. So no, it's been basically on like.
Yeah, I saw I remember the article you put in. They raised what, over $2 million?
$2.3 million.
It's amazing. That's fantastic to hear and whatnot. And that's what we want to hear in these type of things. It was
a good event this year. Like they did a whole it was nice. You know, there was some cool runs. I was up late last night because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the end of this Pokemon Violet speedrun. A game I've never played, but I'm enjoying.
How long?
2 hours and something. 2.5 hours.
Jeez, yeah, I know. Well, you can complete like the original Pokemon Blue and Red.
Yeah, I think
in an hour and a half.
I watched someone last night beat the original Super Mario Brothers one-handed in 19 minutes. And he didn't use the warps. Like, you know, you can skip like most of the game by using the warps. He played every level.
In 19 minutes?
With one hand.
He breaks the levels, doesn't he? He breaks the levels.
Not really.
Okay.
Just really good at the game. And he was only using his right hand on the NES controller, so like.
Guys are normally used to using things with their right hand, so.
Not if you're left-handed.
Well. Oh, yeah. I got confirmation of something. That's good.
Interesting.
Not really. Tell you off podcast.
I don't like where this conversation went. I don't want to know what you got confirmed after what we were just talking about. I just want to talk about my speedruns. No.
Yo, the speedrunners are amazing. Like, they're insane. Like I always have a discussion about this with a friend of ours. I met a friend of mine at work who loves them as well, and he especially loves the ones who like break the levels to get through even faster and whatnot. I'm not the biggest fan of those ones because I just like, that's not how it's meant to be played for me. That's how it is in my head, and I just don't enjoy that type of thing. But I also like mad respect for it. Mad respect to you being able to somehow find this one little thing in this corner. If you do a ziggy ziggy dance or whatever, and you fall through the world and land in the last level or something, respect.
That's Moody's day job.
Yeah,
ziggy,
you know what? That's
ziggy.
yeah, ziggy. Random, just bashing buttons saying, "Will you break? Will you break? Will you break?"
I tried speedrunning many years ago. I found I didn't have the patience for it. Like the game I was speedrunning was Resident Evil 2, the original one on PlayStation 1, Leon A, and I got my time down to a pretty respectable time. But then then it was about like refining the run, right? Like shaving the seconds off, and that was the part where I was like, "Nah, I'm not enjoying this."
Don't have patience for that,
I don't have the patience for this part.
Yeah.
It's like I got my time at like 1 hour 30 something minutes.
No, that's mad respectful still.
And then it was like, oh, like, you know, the record's like 1 hour and 10 or whatever. Like, and it's like, okay, so you got to just do this bit a little bit faster, and you've got to be a bit more consistent doing this. And I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, it's like you and me, like a little bit of a jab at each other, didn't it, when Resi 2 remake came out?
Yeah, we had a bit of fun race. Yeah,
fun. Yeah, it was really funny that.
I mean, we were using
my time was like 120. I think my time was.
Yeah, they were pretty quick. We were using the all the rocket launchers and stuff.
Oh yeah. Made it easy.
But yeah, we were just sending each other screenshots backwards and forwards, racing each other for it was like a month or two. We were doing that.
Yeah. Pissed off another friend of ours, but
when he realized we weren't doing the speed run properly. He was doing the proper speed run strats, and we were just we were just blowing everything up with rocket launches. I'm not taking the speed run seriously. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I need to enjoy myself.
I just want to have fun and blush it up.
And not stress out.
Yeah. But no, yeah. It's good. I want to go out with GDQ one day. It's so far away, so expensive.
Where is it at, may I ask?
It's in America.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's normally
and America's a bit
Minnesota.
crazy at the same time, so
it's in Minnesota. Well, this year's was in Minnesota, which is a good state, not a bad state, I guess.
Are you saying it's a blue state instead of a red state? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. It's not Florida or Texas, so but because
or any other state that's red.
Because GDQ's in a hotel, like you get like relatively cheap hotel rooms. Like it was in a Hilton hotel, and the rooms were like $139 a night, which is like pretty fucking good for a Hilton hotel.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, that's
so
fair.
it's affordable. It's expensive, but not like prohibitively expensive as like you might expect like a week-long trip to America, considering we live in the UK. So
yeah, true.
My goal is to like go to one of these events, sit in the crowd and just cheer and stuff, and like they've got like arcades and board game rooms and stuff. And you can like have watch speedrunners just have like competitions when they're waiting for their runs or stuff in a different room.
Cool.
Yeah, it's always like because people always say like, "Oh, bet you like," because when before E3 died, people are always like, "Oh, bet you really want to go to E3," and I was like, "No, not really." Like, I can enjoy E3 more from here than going to it. Like it just sounds like a worse version of EGX to me.
For me, if I agree with you, like it's part of like I agree with the person like asking the question. Like I think years ago I probably would have wanted to, but I would have wanted to more just for the experience and but I would have wanted to like say if I'm going, I'm trying to make sure I lock myself into knowing that I'm going to be at least in one of the conferences when they were all there and everything. So I would have been saying I at least want to be in Microsoft and Sony's conference. Everything else is fine with me. I would have said time for a 6-hour nap.
Sure, yeah. I'll be doing that while I'm at yours. Times it'll be like time for a nap, baby. But yeah, no, like something like GDQ just appeals to me more. Like in terms of like
that's fair
as an experience of going, because obviously I'm not going to be running any games there.
Yeah.
But like the experience of going and being in the hotel and like, oh, like there's a few hours where I'm not really like feeling like the games that are on. I'll go and see what Minnesota has to offer. I'll go and see where they film the Mighty Ducks or something. I don't know what's in Minnesota. Minnesotans. That's where the Mighty Ducks was at. That's all I know. But so how are you? How's it
I'm
going?
good. I'm good. But I had the weekend off of the missus. First one for since she properly started work, so it's like been 6 months.
Respect.
Went out, went to a place called Buxton. Absolutely amazing place. The place, it was such a great time. Walking around, having a great, good walk around. Beautiful, some amazing shops. Absolutely, some amazing shops. And yeah, it was just and some good food. We had tapas there. And yeah, it was a fun time.
Again. Was it cheaper than the last time?
Yes, you weren't there.
It wasn't my fault. Fuck off. I didn't even order. Jeez. Try and blame me for shit that's not even my fault.
That's
just because
true.
I can't reach it.
It was a lot of fun, and I can't ask for much more than that. So,
could you talk for 30 seconds while I just go and check something?
yeah, definitely, yeah. Well, how is everyone? I hope everyone. Are you all ready for the not E3 thing that's coming up, starting from next Thursday? Obviously, we've got the Jeff Keighley shitfest, which is going to be the boringest show out there, but we'll hopefully get some good games and everything. And hopefully Jeff will not be in and not using his ego to boost himself up and hopefully not be in as much as he will want to be in everything because he's just an egotistical maniac. But hopefully it's going to be pretty fun.
Sorry. Someone
That's
burned some
murder.
toast downstairs, and I just had to check that my house wasn't burning down.
You had to check if you had to run leg it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'm impressed with how calm I was there.
The thing is, would you have ran back and say, "I have to go"?
I would have walked back in, sat down, put the headphones on, waited for you to finish talking, and then just gone. So I have to go. My house is burning down.
This will be on YouTube later.
We'll pick the rest of this podcast up when I'm in a safe location.
Very good, very good, very good.
Ah, it sounds good though. The weekend that you've had, that's good.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. And today we've just chilled, watched films, and yeah, on my brand new TV, which was just so sexy, so sexy.
I mean, it's going to be all about the frames and the resolutions from now on.
Oh, God. On films, yes. To games, no, I don't give a fuck. It's just insane to see how much we've rewatched the entire trilogy of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, and it was just like, oh wow, it actually is. There's a noticeable difference. It's more than I thought. There's more details than I actually realized before.
It's 4 times more deal.
Yeah, and I was just like, whew, 2009's film. It's looking very dated now, but still a great film either way. But the transition when you go from 1 to 2 is just like 2's like these days graphics now and everything like that. It's just like it's a beautiful film. It's a great visually stunning movie. And then they jump to the third one. It's just like, how the fuck have you done this?
Good or bad?
In a great way, It's just visually stunning. Like, I remember when the third one was coming out, and I was like, it was my most anticipated movie that year. And I remember, like, the DreamWorks and, like, the director and all that and the team were, like, promoting the new fire physics that they've created for the film and everything like that. And I was saying, oh, that looks awesome. When I came out of it, I was just like, that was a great film. But did you see every single character's hair? They were amazing. The wind blew through it easily.
You do. When you're watching films, you do what I do when I'm playing games. You're like, look at the hair, though, when you're watching that. Where, like, when I'm playing Zelda, everybody's like, oh, the building, oh, the upper world. And I'm like, look at this line on the map, though.
It's amazing. It really was. I was just like, I wish I had Astrid's hair. It wouldn't suit me. Long, blonde, and everything like that, and amazing and fabulous.
I can get away and we can check.
And I was just like, it's just amazing. But no, yeah, it was. I love that franchise, so it's like
that's fair.
And we've just watched 4K Beauty and the Beast, the animated version. My partner's favorite animated feature. Yeah. And my partner was just like, "Oh my god."
Once you go 4K, you can't go back.
You can't. You really can't. Like Netflix now, my Netflix now on my TV is literally because it's all built in. Sure. It's just like, oh, You've now
Oh,
got
you've got
4K.
4K. Let's do this.
These are now all 4K. And it's like,
oh, we're doing this.
I was like, The Witch is 4K.
You were just like,
The Witch is 4K.
oh, everything cool is in 4K.
Henry Cavill is 4K.
I didn't think of that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. But no, we're not here to talk about my new TV or the weekend that I've had and your house burning down here. We're here to talk about not E3.
Summer of games.
The summer of Ball Fest, and then everything else will just be exceptional afterwards.
I mean, once you said, maybe that's the Summer Games Fest's true value. Maybe it has to be bad so that it sets the bar so low that everything that follows it is great.
That's a fucking genius.
That's the true value of Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop complaining about how bad it is. I'm just be like, yep, that's fine. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's why Day of the Devs is our favorite one. Because it comes right after.
And Devolver Digital and all like that. Yeah. It's just like, yeah. It's going to be like, this is exceptional.
Yeah, this is our E3. I just got another sponsorship email. They're sending them more frequently now. Like, do you not know no one watches this shit? What the fuck are you sponsoring me for? It's always Raid Shadow Legends or Hello Fresh, and I'm like, you think I can get my audience to fucking play Raid Shadow Legends and eat healthily? Fuck off.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna state this. Anyone who has Raid Shadow Legends as their sponsor,
I've seen it. The
game's bad.
So okay? I know a bunch of people who play Raid Shadow Legends. And, like, one of them, like, because it fucking ruins your battery when you play it, right? So one of them would always, like, use the charger. So I got to just, like, when I was sat near where the phone was, just look at it and be like, what the fuck is this game? Like, look, if it's what you like, it's what you like. But, like, you don't play it. There's no playing.
You buy it.
You buy things to play, and then you walk away and leave it. And I'm like, okay. Why? But I mean, if I'm gonna play an auto scroller game, at least make it a one I would watch, not just sit away and go, cool, see you in a couple of hours. Like,
Yeah.
It's the opposite of play.
Yeah,
you go off and play something, you play something.
Yeah, I don't get the game.
Sorry, but yes, that was my sponsored fucking post rant. It's like, stop sending me, please.
Stop it. Just block them.
Nah, it is funny watching them all come through. I would reply
to them and say, "Do you know how many people who watch this? Not many.
Yeah. Do you know how many of them would play this? None.
Because we wouldn't sell it. We would say we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Don't play this game. Use this code to get it.
Use this code to get it. Alternatively, use this Steam code I had lying around and get something else."
Yeah, basically.
No, it's E3 time, or not E3 time, or whatever. I'm just going to call it E3 time.
Yeah.
We're recording. It starts on Thursday. I'm going to do a rundown. I've got an image that I found online of all the E3 stuff that's happening. We're recording this on Sunday, the 4th of June. That's important in case we predict something that gets leaked between now and when it happens.
That's confirmed. Something's gonna leak.
We're not something always leaks, and we're not cheating. We're just recording this early because obviously I gotta travel, and I'm gonna be in that room when we do it. Twitch.tv/wordsaboutgames. I think we're gonna do most of the stuff, most of the events.
For the most part, yeah, they're pretty spread out, mostly all on the
and
as well. So
you know what? Say what you want about fucking like PlayStation, and like Square Enix and stuff, like skipping it and not making it like less of a big deal, because they've all skipped it, Moody. Nothing's on at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, because those were always the ones that were on fucking a dickhead o'clock, and now they're not here. Like, everything ends at like 11, 12 o'clock. It's amazing.
I know. Yeah, it's really, really kind. It really, really is.
Thank you. Summer of gaming. Thank you.
Thank you, PlayStation. Wanted to do early, and even then, that was on a respectable time.
Yeah.
For us.
It was, yeah. We'll be streaming most, if not all of it. the sometimes some of the stuff Moody's not interested in, I'll probably just keep the stream going because I know you've poo-pooed a couple of them, and I'm just been like, well, I'll just fucking go myself.
I think the only one I poo-pooed was the PC one.
Yeah.
I have no interest in that.
I'll run through the list. Obviously, MetaQuest has already happened. Guerrilla Collective will have already happened by the time this podcast goes live, which is June 7th. It's my birthday. And so is the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak final digital event. But from June 8th, we have Summer Games Fest presented by Jeff Keighley at 8 p.m. BST. And then Day of the Devs presented by I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which is at 10 p.m. BST, but it immediately follows Summer Games Fest. So like when that finishes, Tim Schafer comes on screen and we're all saved. Devolver Digital, The Return of Volvi, presented by Devolver, is on at 11 p.m. BST, and that's your Thursday. Then on Friday, June 9th, we've got the Accessibility Summer Showcase presented by Accessibility, which is Laura Kate Dale, and it will be focused on accessible games. That's at 4 p.m. BST, and then we've got the Tribeca Games Spotlight at 8 p.m. BST. So we get a nice little break between those.
The thing is, though, we're probably just going to be still streaming now.
Oh yeah, we'll just
probably play something.
We'll just stick a game on and play, and chill and shoot the shit. On Saturday, June 10th, we've got Future of Play Direct Season 4 presented by Glitch at 3 p.m. BST. The Wholesome Direct, it's my t-shirt, Wholesome Direct, baby, is on at 5 p.m. BST. I've got to go over to the other side. The Future Games Summer Showcase presented by Games Radar is at 6 p.m. And then the OTK Games Expo presented by OTK is at 8 p.m. Never heard of that one. Then on Sunday...
Is OTK not the game we played last night? We Are OTK. Are they doing the thing?
No.
Oh, they were OFK, yeah.
They're not doing a whole expo. Even if they were. Season 2, be like, that'd be a weird expo. It's just that. On Sunday, it's prime time. Xbox Games Showcase, immediately followed by Starfield Directors at 6 p.m. BST. And the PC Gaming Showcase is at 9 p.m. BST. And the Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch celebration is at 11 p.m. BST. On Monday...
And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, on Monday, there's a Ubisoft Forward at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, there's the Xbox Extended Showcase from 6 p.m. And then on June 15th, which is the Thursday, and I'll be back home, there's a few events. Games for Games 2023 Showcase is at 9 p.m. Black Voices in Gaming 2023 Showcase is at 11 p.m. And then the RGG Summit is at 4 a.m. BST on the 16th of June.
Interesting.
So I'll catch up on that one.
Very good, very good, very good.
I shall not be watching that one live. That's it. That's your E3.
That's it. That's your E3.
So I structured this because Mooney wanted to keep things as short as possible. So I made a structure today. And I showed you it, so it's not a surprise.
I've got it up.
It's not a surprise, everybody. Now, I know I like to spring surprises on him, but this wasn't one of those times. So for the first question, and the only real question I had for you, what are you most excited for?
About answer, you and me doing streaming, doing the shows, hanging out.
Fuck, I didn't put that. That's really good. That's a really good answer. I didn't put it. For fuck's sake.
Enjoying just having the fun time and everything like that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
God damn it.
He's outdone me already. Damn it!
I put the Tribeca Games Spotlight. Now I feel like a bitch. I actually put a few things on there, but none of them were hanging out with my best friend. It's a good one, though. It's a good one.
Thank you. No, but secondly, it would be I'm gonna say the Microsoft one. I think after with the craziness that has happened to them over the last few weeks, I'm very fascinated to see what are they gonna bring. Like we spoke about, I think on the last episode, where I think they need to bring it. they need to, I think, because I think they've lost a lot of goodwill to the people. People who are already in the verse of Xbox, they're not going to leave it and anything like that. But I think people who are like maybe still on the sidelines or anything like that, or were pondering of hopping over to go to somewhere else, they've probably like thinking, we need something from you guys. Like, you really need to back this up
Give
and
us
whatnot.
a sign.
So, yeah, give us a sign that you're still alive.
It's crazy because like they've had one bad game, like
I know,
and
I
it's
know.
crazy that that's the way it's gone, right? It's like
Yeah,
they've had banger after banger. Like, sure, not all of
Yeah.
them have been huge AAA games, like, and I get that Redfall was like their first big game for a while.
yeah.
But like they've put out so many bangers that it
Well, I
feels
think it-
weird to me. But I know, like,
Yeah.
I pay attention to a lot more of the smaller games that they release than
Yeah.
the mainstream would.
Yeah. Well, I think it was in. It's also like obviously this was nothing to do with the games or anything like that. But like with the CMA and everything like that, the UK decided no, we do not agree with this this deal, Microsoft Activision. But also it's like I think people are still like very worried about or are worried about like Starfield and whatnot, who are in the verse of like Bethesda and whatnot, who really are big fans of them. And so it's like, and like everyone, I think everyone, like especially like, let's just state one thing. With you and me, like we really enjoyed what they did last year when the 12-year
I
thing,
enjoyed it, yeah,
and
12
half of them, for the most of it landed. For the most part, it's just the really, really big ones that they said were going to land. Starfield was meant to be out already. Forza was meant to be out already, and all of that. At the end of the day, I'll sit
out already.
Yeah, sorry. And it just hasn't. Things have transpired that they've had to delay these games and whatnot, but hopefully they'll come out swinging and they'll blow us out of the park.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, my answer is I'm looking forward to hanging out with Moody.
Oh,
No, mine's a triple threat. Well, that too, but mine's a triple threat of Day of the Devs, the Tribeca Spotlight, and the Wholesome Direct were the things that I'm most excited for. Because those
Wholesome Direct is brilliant. It's such a fun time.
Those are the three that I generally walk away from E3, like because most of them have only been going the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So like obviously only in the recent past. Those are like the three things that I always walk away from, being like, I really enjoyed it and I found some cool games, you know, like.
Yeah.
Anyone who has had to endure me not shutting up about Animal Well for the past year will attest to that. Look at the pixels. It's that weird like niche thing, and it's like, look at the pixels, look at the light, it's moving.
Yeah, they are really, really canny.
But yeah, I love those shows. Even if I don't end up playing a lot of the games that I see there, it's just I get like this big list of games that I'm just like, yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool too. Damn, that looks cool. It's like the TikTok meme. That's enough slices. But yeah, no, the Xbox showcase is always like, yeah, I've got some stuff to say about it in expectations, so I might just leave it there. Which segues us nicely into our next section of the podcast, which is expectations. You're muted.
Also, I just want to say Devolver Digital.
Oh, yeah,
I have
obviously.
to put that in there. I have to put that in for staying excited as well, because I think that's going to be the most batshit craziest thing ever.
The return of Volvi, a mascot character that never existed. I mean, that's just Devolver Digital for you.
Yeah.
Like, but I never really think of it in terms of like, oh, what are you excited most about E3? It's like, I'm excited about that as a piece of art. I don't give a shit what games they show. when they showed the very first Devolver Digital showcase, E3 press conference, and like everybody was applauding, and then she keeps trying to tell them to shut up, and then she starts shooting the gun in the air, and then she reloaded it to shoot it again. I was like, this is going to be amazing.
This is going to be the greatest thing since sliced
I
bread.
don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't this, but this is all I
Yeah.
ever needed.
True. That is true.
But yes, no, you are correct. Devolver Digital is going to be
I'm just more fascinated if they say anything about that they are now a $1 billion company.
Oh, they're going to take the piss out of themselves.
Not $1 billion. Not $1 billion. No, are they a $1 billion company? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are a $1 billion company who's partially owned by Sony.
Yeah. Although there should be, I think there's definitely going to be some jokes at their own expense. They usually are.
I hope so. I do hope so. But yeah, hopes. What might happen? But
no.
Is it
expectations?
Expectations. Sorry.
Expectations, hopes, dreams. That's the order.
Expectations. I expect that we're going to get a greater range of games that we haven't seen yet. I'm really looking forward to see like all the other ones from Devolver, from Wholesome, Tribeca, all the other ones and everything. Again, Microsoft and whatnot. I'm just excited to see what games we're going to see. I want to see what's new and everything. And I think we're hopefully going to get that and everything. Like we all stood up. Like last year, it was a bit of a dismal one. Like we liked the Microsoft one and everything, but it was like just slow, very slow pace. But when we got to these ones like the Devolver Digital, when we saw Plucky Squire last year, we went, "Fuck yes!" We all just instantly went, "That is something I want. Give me that now.
Do more of that, games industry."
Yeah. It was like what? It was like. When we saw Planet of Lana at Microsoft, was it? Or was it at Summer Games Fest? Microsoft. So when we were just like, because Microsoft was really good, but it was like with the stuff we've seen and everything for the most part. But like when we saw Planet of Lana, we were like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Give me more of that type of thing.
The Microsoft one was good in the way that we finally got to see Redfall. Hollow Knight was like a big, like, whoa moment. And like you see all the Riot games coming to Game Pass and all the Persona games coming to Game Pass and stuff, and we were like, that's really cool. But there's a second layer to that of like, you see a game like Planet of Lana and you go, oh shit, that game looks good for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just, oh, that's a really cool thing. Like, no, this is a game I really love the look of. Like, I remember Spiritfarer, while everybody was swooning over Keanu Reeves, who'd just been on stage. Poor Spiritfarer had to follow it, and I think I was the only person on the internet who was paying attention.
No, it got you some big points.
It worked.
Yeah.
Because that game was amazing.
It really was amazing. It was beautiful.
Those are some cool moments, and I do expect we'll get a few of those. Sort of like, holy shit, you just see a game you've never seen before, and just be like, fuck, this is art.
Yeah.
I made a list of things, as I always do.
Go for it.
My first expectation was that Xbox will deliver a showcase that is fine. I think
oh no.
I think the primary word I think the primary word me and media are going to be using after the showcase is over is it was fine.
PlayStation Showcase all over again, isn't it?
The PlayStation Showcase was interesting. That would be the word I would use to describe it. If I'm using interesting to describe Xbox's Showcase, they've got bigger problems. I don't use interesting in a positive way when describing showcases, but no, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll have its highs and its lows, and by the time we get to the end of it, it'll just be like, cool. Because what you got to remember is, if they're doing the same thing, which I think they will, they're only going to be showing games that are due out the next 12 months. Mm-hmm. Some of which we saw last year, most of which we're probably going to expect, Mm-hmm. So I don't know about blowing people out of the water so much as just being like, that was fine. Yeah, that was good. It was okay. But I think fine is the adjective we're going to use the most. I do think they'll open with Hellblade too, though.
Be a good idea.
I think that's the one that's going to open it. I was like, they're not going to do Forza. They're not going to do Starfield.
Yeah.
Forza's not a game you start or end a showcase on. And Starfield's got its own thing. So I was like, what are they going to blow us away with at the beginning? Hellblade.
Yeah.
Because they showed gameplay not that long ago. Or was it a while ago? There was a gameplay thing. Because I remember seeing actual gameplay.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that I believe this is going to be an expectation. And I think it'll be if it's not at Summer Games Fest, it'll be at the PC one.
Sure.
The next Civilization.
Oh, cool.
And I think it'll be dropping this year.
Cool.
I think that's what they'll say. They'll say this year.
I missed the last one, so I should play this. I want to play it.
Yeah, I played it when they ported it to console, and it played really well on console. That's the first time I ever truly got into it, and then I bought it on PC, and it was really, really good.
It's really good. Yeah, it's a really big time thing.
Oh yeah, time sync. I didn't last long when it came to the time sync because it's like really time consuming and whatnot.
Yes.
And like I try and balance my games so that I can. Like that's why I normally play a lot of short games, so at least under 10 hours these days, unless it's like a really thing.
One
that I'm
session
really
of
excited.
Civilization is 10 hours.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And that's on it.
No, that's cool. Civ 7. Like that would be nice. That would be cool. A cool thing to see. My next one is me punching myself in the face. Silksong 2024. They're gonna be like, "Hey, look, Silksong," and then it'll be like coming early 2024, and I'll be like, "Cool." It was in my expectations, so I expected it.
I don't think we'll see it.
Or that.
I don't think we'll see it. I just have this feeling we're not going to see it.
I mean, that works too.
But the thing is, I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's this year, but it's going to be like fall this year for them. But then they don't want to talk. I just feel like they just don't talk. That just they'll do it. They'll do a funny thing. They'll release a press sheet.
Here's a
We're
blog
coming out
post.
this year. Boom.
It's coming out tomorrow. Nah.
See you, Moody. See you, everyone. Won't see you. Won't be here for the rest of the streams.
There's a good there's a good chance it's not gonna show up.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
it does, I just feel like it's gonna
They're gonna say 2024.
It's gonna sting you with that 2024. Yeah. When they delayed it with no window, it was like, okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm
really
fine
do
with
get
it. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'll it can be a meme for another year. That's fine.
Yeah, you can be a meme. It's fine.
5 years running of Fantasy Craig. That's fine.
But if you don't win this year, well, you might someone's.
Oh,
gonna claim it,
no!
you
If
know
I don't,
that.
if it looks like I'm starting to fall behind this year, I'm gonna tank. I'm gonna tank. I'm gonna overtake Alfie in last place. I will
What,
do
on
it.
purpose or?
Oh yeah, on purpose. Yeah.
No, but remember, the winner gets to claim a game that no one can pick.
Yeah, but if I tank it, you're gonna win, and you'll have bigger games to pick than Hollow Knight.
Oh, you're gonna say he's not gonna pick Hollow Knight.
He's not gonna pick Hollow Knight just purely because of all the other games that are coming out.
True. Oh, some of the games I've missed out. I'm so annoyed that I missed out on Street Fighter.
I am, and I'm not, because I picked Resident Evil 4.
I know.
So I was like,
Didn't
I'm
expect
fine.
that number for that either.
I'm fine with it. Like,
Yeah, I had Resi 4 low on my list, but
You've got it
we're going off topic.
when you go last, you've really got to change your strategy, because everybody gets to pick so many more games before you do.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, yes. Well, do you have something? Expectations.
Expectations.
I mean, if you've ran out, I can keep going.
I expect that we will see PlayStation here sometime. I think we'll see something from PlayStation at Summer Games Fest.
I am interesting. I do not.
Interesting.
I think he's put them on the partner list because they did a showcase, and I know what Keely's like. If someone does anything close by to the Summer Games Fest, he'll go, "See, part of the Summer of Gaming."
I didn't know they did that.
That's fair.
Or anything like that. Yeah. No, but no, I know. It's just yeah. I just have this feeling they might bring something.
They did their thing.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid if they do that, because it's like you just done your
Just did
thing.
a thing. People said it was
Yeah.
disappointing. Why did you save something for now? Yeah, like
Yeah.
if they did like Bloodborne on PC or something, it would be like, why the fuck didn't you save this for your showcase? You clearly needed it.
Yeah.
I get you. Like, no, the closest I think Sony will get is there'll be a Gran Turismo film trailer at Summer Games Fest. Because there's got to be a film.
That'll
thing.
count. I'm just saying that'll fucking count.
That'll count, sure.
Yeah,
but there's got to be a
It's
fucking
there.
film.
That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. We know that fucker's going to be there. We know it is. If they could put it in Microsoft's one, they would. If they could.
Keely loves his film trailers.
He's a fucking mug.
The next thing I wrote down was Annapurna Interactive game reveal steals the show for Amy. That's an expectation at this point. There'll be an Annapurna game, and I'll be like, "This is the game.
This is the game
This
of the
is
show.
the game of the show."
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair one. That is a fair one for you. It really, really is. Annapurna always bring it, and 9 times out of 10, you're like,
I'm here for it.
yeah, true,
Feed
true,
it
true, true,
directly
true.
into my mouth. Yep.
Interesting turn of words.
Sure. Why not? Yeah, Neon White last year. I went fucking crazy for that game.
Yeah, it was one of your. It was in your top 10. It was, wasn't it?
Oh, it was the year before. No, it wasn't last year.
But it was in your top 10 if I remember right. It came out last year.
yeah,
Neon
yeah.
White was last year.
Was it?
Yeah,
Was it?
I'm sure of it.
I don't think so. Because my top 3 last year. Yeah, last year. No,
No, I didn't say it was in your
wasn't.
top. I didn't say it was in your top 3. I just said top 10.
Yeah, but it would have been. It did come out last year. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was. Yeah, thank you.
How does time work?
Because if I remember rightly, the open of the year was pretty slow.
How
And
does
then Neon White came out and that took over your life for like a week or two.
did take over my life?
It really did.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
I need to
I
go-
have no more. I have no more.
I have loads.
questions, so.
Okay, so Cyberpunk DLC, Summer Games Fest. With Idris Elba.
Yeah, that's fair. That you know what? I'm just gonna throw some out on the fry.
Do it. Expectations,
Kojima,
why not?
Kojima at Summer Games Fest because we know he's going to be. How many times are you going to be shouted out by Jeff Keighley? Probably 10 times.
Season 2 of Kojima's podcast. Because he's got nothing to show.
Oh yeah, he does a podcast now, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's over at the moment. I think it's on hiatus. I want to put this in so I can...
Oh bless. Because what? Because you decided to actually make a game.
He's making 2. 2?
I know.
3?
3 in it. He's
Yeah.
doing Death Stranding. He's doing a horror game, and he's doing Microsoft game. And that's
Well, he's
the
doing a
Microsoft one. Is
Microsoft
the horror
game.
game.
We don't know
So
if
he's
we
technically
don't.
doing
Yeah,
right.
we don't know any. The horror game's a rumor. What else have I got? My expectations are all pretty expectations, right? They're safe. Like no Nintendo Direct, no Nintendo anything. There's not going to be a sniff of Nintendo anywhere over the summer. And I'm not just talking about the next week. I'm talking about like the next
Just in
month.
general. Yeah.
The next
Nintendo's
year.
gonna be very. Nintendo's done for now.
If
They're like, they're
Nintendo
done.
do a main direct, like not an indie showcase or like a direct for a specific game, I'll be shocked if they do like a main full direct for the rest of 2023.
That's fair. I think that's a good shout. That.
I've got Elden Ring DLC at Summer Games Fest because that was where Elden Ring's trailer first dropped.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Because they have announced they are doing DLC, aren't they?
Yes, Shadow of the
yeah.
Erd Tree. Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay.
Well, I think that's even been confirmed, hasn't it?
I don't know. If it was confirmed, I wouldn't have said it. Like if I knew it was confirmed, I wouldn't have said it.
No, I'm pretty sure like the trailer says see you at Summer Games Fest or something. I might be
I
wrong
didn't
there,
watch it.
but yeah. Never did I,
True to my form of not liking fighting games, I didn't watch the
Yeah.
trailer. I like the clock
Yeah.
thing, the way they skipped
Yeah.
12 to 1. I thought that was
Yeah.
a neat teaser, but that was as far as it went.
Expectation. I'll say it right now. We see the three big fighting games, even though one has just released at Summer's Games Fest, because we'll see DLC for Street Fighter, we'll see Mortal Kombat, and we'll get a release date, and we'll see Tekken, which will get a release date.
I don't think Tekken's coming out this year. We'll see about Mortal Kombat. They're going to say it's coming out this year. Well, they have said it's coming out this year.
Yeah,
but,
they've said it is.
I don't think Tekken 8's out this year. What else have I got? Counter-Strike 2. Released. Like they said it was coming out in summer 2023. I think they'll show a thing somewhere and then they'll be like,
And
play
release.
it now.
Yeah. I'll play it in 24 hours.
Yeah, or
something like
after
that.
the showcase is over.
Yeah.
My next 4 are stupid ones. So do you have any? How many more? And then I'll end on the
I have
silly
nothing
ones.
written down. I'm just popping out what comes to my head.
I'm gonna say my 4 silly ones. Well, actually, the first 2 aren't that silly, but then it gets progressively more silly. The first one is we're going to get Call of Duty gameplay that goes way too long, and me and Moody are going to play with Pokemon while it happens.
Hell fucking yeah. I've got 3 Pokemon right
We did
here.
Star Trek ships last year. This year we'll play with Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
My second one is if EA have a presence at all, it's just to remind people that FIFA isn't called FIFA this year.
We see EA's next Star Wars game.
Okay. Do we know what it is?
No idea.
Okay, cool. I was like, should I know this?
No. I think we'll see his next Star Wars game.
I think they're just going to be like, hey guys, it's actually called EA Sports FC now.
I'll say this, even though they've got their own fucking show, Ubisoft will be at Summer Games Fest.
Oh, fuck yeah. They used to do that when they were doing E3. Like, you go to Xbox and then, like, here's Assassin's Creed, see more tomorrow. Here's The Division, see more tomorrow. And you'd just be like, fuck, Microsoft, why did you let them do this?
Because they couldn't fill it up. They couldn't fill an hour and a half themselves.
Yeah, they couldn't. Back then, they definitely couldn't.
They really couldn't, no.
So my last two are people find something stupid to complain about. Now, I'm not talking about losers going, a woman in my video games? Like, they're going to find something to complain about 24/7. I'm talking about, do you remember that weird thing that happened after that one Nintendo Direct last year where everybody started complaining that there were too many farming sims? And it was just fucking weird. I think something like that's going to happen. I think there's going to be some weird thing, and a bunch of people are going to be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And me and you are going to be sat on the internet going, the fuck's everybody complaining about?
It's going to be at some Games Fest. You're going to be saying, there's too many horror games,
yeah,
and they all look the same.
Like, there's too many horror games, and we're just going to be like, okay. Good for people who like horror games. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
And my last expectation is that we end up streaming the Ubisoft Forward because of Avatar.
Don't say that.
I think the closer it gets, the more you're going to be like, they're going to show Avatar though, Amy. They're going to show Avatar.
Yeah, but it's fucking Ubisoft, so I know what the game's going to be.
They've even said it. They've even said they're showing it, so it's confirmed. It's happening. And I just feel like we're going to get to the point where it's going to be like, yeah. And I'm fine with that. I can take the piss out of Ubisoft. I will respectfully pause when Avatar is on the screen and then continue after it comes off. But I feel like that's an expectation for me.
I'll go and expect it. All right. Avatar's shown. They don't give a release date. I'm telling you this right. For me, if I was Ubisoft, you hold this fucker till next year. That's when the next Avatar's coming out. You hold it all the way to the fall 2024.
Why not? Polish the shit out of it.
Yeah, polish the living shit out of it. Give the game to James Cameron. He'll polish the fucking shit out of it for you because he does nothing but release polished fucking films. Even if they're mixed for a lot of people and everything like that, they're still polished as hell.
Hard to argue with that. Okie dokie. It's time to move on from expectations. The podcast gets progressively more fun as it goes on. It's time to move on from expectations to hopes. So this is what might happen, but it's a bit of a long shot. So these aren't like the crazy things. These are like, I could see this happening. It's not likely, but I could see it happening.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 at Microsoft's conference. Because that is cross-platform. It's on all platforms. It's not just
and we know Konami would do that.
Yeah.
Give us money.
And we know Microsoft, no offense, all companies are spiteful like this, but we know Microsoft would also be like, yo,
wink.
Because they did literally after the conference of PlayStation's all these great games that were shown to PlayStation.
These games look cool.
Xbox.
They didn't even do that. They just went, this is a cool looking list of games. And it was just all the games. It was like,
but it's the thing. But the exact same fucking trailer.
It's like it was just an image. And what was funny was these were apart from Spider-Man, like these were the best games that were at the PlayStation Showcase.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one a lot. So my first three, I would have been tempted to put them in expectations, but for other showcases that are happening throughout 2023, and like likelihoods of where these things are going to end up. But my first one is some Monster Hunter, not Sunbreak, because I know there's a Sunbreak event, because it's the 20th anniversary next year of Monster Hunter.
That's when I think they'll talk about the next one. For me, I don't think they're going to talk about the new one until next year now.
Again, what might happen, but it's a bit of a long shot. I think the next one's coming out next year for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, definitely. The chances probably is that like the new Monster Hunter World 4, whatever it's called, if they call it World, will either be called, will be not called, or will be either shown first at Japan's.
So that's just what I
showcase,
was saying. It was like TGS, but World was first shown at E3.
On PlayStation's thing. But I was also thinking, it's going to be at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I can see that. That's why I've put it down as a hope.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say there's more likely for that if they weren't doing their own thing, even though it's for their old game and everything. But
maybe that's why they'll do it. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. It would be brilliant to see it, because that'll be something for you and me to go, yes, see what we're playing next year.
We're going to play this one.
Hell yeah, we are.
Because we won't have to rely on Switch Online. That was the only reason we didn't both give Monster Hunter Rise Game of the fucking Year, because we played it for 500 hours, because it was just a nightmare.
It was a nightmare getting on it, really, really was, which was a massive shame. But when that game is announced and comes out, we have to properly organize ourselves so we're playing it together and doing all this shit.
I mean,
that's future Amy and Moody's problems.
Yeah, who cares about now? Give me a hope.
I hope that Jeff Keighley actually gives a damn.
Anyway, anything like that in my hopes. I saved all my sarcasm for the expectations.
I've got more sarcasm further down. I'm not gonna lie in the other ones, but it's that's a joke. That was a joke.
No, of course.
That's not a real guess. My hope is.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just filling in the silence for our audio listeners.
Sorry.
If you're getting annoyed at me.
Sorry. Hope.
That.
Fuck, man, I can't think of anything. Hope, new Star Trek game.
This is why you write things down.
I know. Couldn't be bothered. I was tired. Okay. New Star Trek game. New one's just come out. Been overall to my knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 5 years before the next one. That's how Star Trek games work, right?
Yeah. So show the trailer off now. It's just a screen. Star Trek something.
Oh, like
see you in 5 years.
Star Trek.
Yeah. Definitely.
Goes but then it doesn't finish the theme, and then that's it.
Yeah. Doesn't go engage,
and no one loses their mind because no one likes Star Trek as much as Metroid, apart from me and you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
My next one is, again, it's another, maybe this will happen later down the year. Devil May Cry's been a while.
It has, hasn't it? It really has. Wow.
And again, this could be a TGS thing or like Game Awards thing, but
yeah.
Where's number 6? I'm pretty sure it was at lockdown when I played 5. I don't think it was even earlier than that.
Wasn't it 2019?
Maybe. I don't know. And I don't care to check.
Long shot, but also I think there's actually potential for this one. The next Resident Evil. Falls out. We don't know what's coming next, really. We talked about the thing of the leaks of what their plan is and everything like that. Next Resident Evil.
Sure.
Which is probably 5.
No.
No, it's
actually no.
5.
I'll take 5 over what you're about to say.
It's 9. It's 5 or 9.
Code Veronica. Don't want to play that again. My other thing I was just going to add on to my Devil May Cry one before was the 5th one was revealed at the Xbox E3 event. I just remembered that.
Was it?
Yes.
I was thinking
it was. They did the Devil Trigger song live on the show. On the thing.
Yes.
Because when I was remembering it, like all the memory flooded back. And I like that song.
Very good.
Next long shot, but what might happen? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The Final Fantasy VII Twitter account's been doing these daily quotes from producers, and like they're not really that insightful, but like it's interesting that they seem to be counting down to something.
Yeah, Summer Games Fest.
So I was like, I can see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Because They're not at Microsoft.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Sony locked that fucker
so
down.
subject. Where was the
So
CMA?
subject.
Where was the CMA for Final Fantasy?
Oh god, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Expectation, hopes, Fable. I hope to see
Okay,
Fable.
yeah, I have that one as a hopes, not a dreams.
I would hope to see Fable. It's been 2 years since we saw that trailer, if not longer. Yeah, no, it was shown when they did the reveal of the when they did this, when it was leading up to the release of the Series X, wasn't it? Am I wrong there?
I can't remember. It was that was the shot when we got loads of fucking stupid little teasers. You know, when we got what else do we get? We got fucking Everwild as well, and it was like nobody knows what this is. It's a title screen with some trees. Fable's reveal was rubbish, but yeah, no, I put Fable down on my because I think it's more likely than a dream.
2020,
but so the Microsoft account on Twitter posted a thing which was like a teaser for Summer Games Fest, and it was using Fable music. And one of the executives came out and said, "We're not teasing Fable." But my response to that is, why'd you put the music in your teaser then?
Why say anything?
Yeah. Why put them, like, why specifically put music? You're bad at subtlety. It's fine. Just accept it. So yeah, I put that in a hope because I still don't think it's necessarily likely, but it's more likely than some of the crazy shit I've got written down.
Yeah, that's fair. What's your next hope?
So this is the last one where it's like, this could be later on because of other things, which is, it's a twofer. It's either one or the other, where it's like, either we see the Black Panther game that Amy Hennig's working on, or Kingdom Hearts 4, because both Disney and Square Enix are listed as partners for Summer Games Fest, but there's also there's one of those Disney showcases later in the year where it could be more likely you'd see a reveal for either one or both of these.
Yeah, that'll be really canny. That will be really canny. Like, it's been a while since they announced them.
So you might see one here and one there, or
If I was to say which one, I would probably say more likely the Black Panther one. Kingdom Hearts 4 just seems
Kingdom
like
Hearts just feels like it's a Disney thing, right? So like it seems more like a Disney showcase thing. And
it's not that it's not about that. It's just, for me, it's that it just seems like it. For me, I have no idea how far they're into good development for this game, but it just seems like that game is still far away.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have been like going, "Oh, Disney is at Summer Games Fest. That must mean a big game." Disney Dreamlight Valley still exists. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's probably what that is.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. No doubt about it. Next up for me, new Tomb Raider. We haven't had that one for a while. Obviously, we know the game's in development.
Mm-hmm.
We know, I'm pretty sure. So, could get a teaser for that.
Could do. Could do.
That's it.
Okay.
Dreams has it, or you?
No, I've still got hopes. If you run out of hopes, I can knock mine out really, back to back to back.
I might think of something. But you keep.
Well, my first one is a Crazy Taxi reboot. It's been rumored. People have said they've seen it. I think now's the time. And I think people are going to fast remember that their memories of Crazy Taxi do not match up to their realities of Crazy Taxi. Because I loved Crazy Taxi 20 years ago. I feel like if I played Crazy Taxi today, it would be a different story. But hey, nostalgia is cool, and I'm sure people will like it. But yeah, I think there's going to be a Crazy Taxi reveal at Jeff Keighley's Summer blah blah blah. Or the Xbox showcase.
Yeah,
it's going straight into Game Pass when it comes out.
That's a good one.
I've got three more. My next one is more. Do you remember that reveal we got a few years ago? That was fucking mental. It was that Doke V game. And it was like that big musical number, and it was like modern day Pokemon type game, but you were flying around and stuff, and there was like a whole like musical section thing, and we watched it and we're like, that's bonkers. I want to know more about this. And then it disappeared off the face of the planet for like 2 years.
Oh boy.
I reckon it's a Jeff Keighley thing because it was at his Gamescom thing. So I think Summer Games Fest, we might see more of that and have the exact same reaction of this is fucking bonkers. And it'll give us the energy boost we need to get through the rest of the showcase. My last two.
That would be cool. Go on.
My last two I've structured in the same way. My heart wants more Wolfenstein, but in my head I know that it's going to be Indiana Jones, which is a reference to machine games. Like, they're making an Indiana Jones game. I want to see more Wolfenstein, but I'm going to see Indiana Jones.
I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot they're doing an Indiana game, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what? That is actually more. I actually think that there's a chance because of the film coming out.
That's where I was going with that. I was like, because the way Microsoft might be structuring their thing with the next 12 months. That's why I put it in as a hope, not an expectation. Which is why I've done it with the next one I'm going to talk about as well. Structured in the same way. This is an Obsidian one. My heart wants Fallout New Vegas 2, but my head knows we're going to get more Avowed. I'm not going to stop shutting up about New Vegas 2.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. But
I don't think it's going to happen.
Look, right, Microsoft owned both the Fallout license and the studio that developed Fallout New Vegas. All they have to do is put those two things together. But, yeah, no. Avowed.
Cool. Good idea.
And that's it. That's all my hopes.
I have no more. Sorry, no.
That's fair.
Mine are more dreams and wild cards.
Yeah, well, Wildcard is a special category for the craziest thing. That's definitely never going to happen. But yeah, we've got dreams. These are what we'd love to happen, but probably won't.
Dino Crisis remake.
I was expecting that to be a wild card, not going to lie.
No. Dreams. Give me it'll always remain a dream. It's never going to happen.
It will always remain a dream. That's just devastating. Like,
yeah.
Oh no.
Dino Crisis remake. That's what I would say. That is the dream. Like if they wanted to say, if Capcom wanted to say, you know what, let's just take a year off from
Resi,
and let's bring dinosaurs back and everything.
Yeah.
We cock-blocked them last year or 2 years ago. Let's not do it this year.
That was fun. I enjoyed being on social media live when that happened. Dream number 1, Life is Strange 4. Whatever it is called, won't be 4. Would I love it? Yes. Is it going to happen? Not this year.
Life is Strange.
Is it possible?
That's
1%,
possible.
2%.
I'm not going to lie. It all really depends on who's developing it.
Oh, I didn't go down the Dino Crisis remake route. Most of my dreams are technically possible and might happen. I just not yet. Or like, you know what I mean?
All right, that's fair.
You got a couple.
That is a chance because Deck 9 did True Colors. So there's fear.
Don't know they're already doing a thing, I think.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Besides, we both know what I really mean when I say Life is Strange 4. I mean a sequel to True Colors.
So that's Deck 9 then. We want to bring Deck 9 back. So True Colors sequel, basically. We don't want...
Basically.
Not a Life is Strange 4. We want True Colors sequel.
I mean, I'll take a Life is Strange 4. But
as long as those 3 characters are in it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Essentially.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Okay. Dreams. Final Fantasy 9 revealed. Remake revealed. Dream.
I'm just desperately curious as to what your wild card is. When you said Dino Crisis, I assumed Final Fantasy 9 was your wild card, and now you've done that one. And it's like, no,
God. But there's the rumors that is actually out there, that is happening and everything. I can appreciate that this is something that they'll hold off because of obviously Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, and Part 3. I can appreciate that they want to hold that off until they're ready to reveal it and everything like that, maybe next year or the year after. But
if I was Square Enix, and I'm not, because if I was, we wouldn't be doing any of this NFT nonsense. But if I was Square Enix, what I would do is I would hold on to Final Fantasy 9. Like, it's in development now. Cool. Whatever. I would hold Final Fantasy 9, and I would reveal it right after like part 3 of Final Fantasy 7. Like, it's released and everybody's really hype and talking about it, and then as soon as that starts dying down, I'd go, here's a trailer for Final Fantasy 9 remake. And because we've been working on it for so long, it's out in a year. That's what I would do if I was Square Enix. Because then everybody would just be like, holy shit.
I'll say this right now, you won't want to be in the room with me if that is a
Yeah,
I'm just saying there,
Hey,
like, I'm not
Final
gonna
Fantasy
lie.
9 is my second favorite Final Fantasy. I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest, it's fucking close between those two games.
yeah. I can appreciate why 7 gets them all looking, and 9 does, but 9's just a special game to me.
Yeah, right.
It really is.
I didn't do these in order.
Yeah. Go on,
my
yeah,
turn.
that was mine. Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah,
Dream. I'm just going to use... You got a bunch of mine in your previous section, so I'm going to do those next. Next Resident Evil. For me, it was like, probably not going to happen. Capcom will do it at their own thing, or at a PlayStation thing. But it would be cool. Like Resident Evil Revelations, or like 9, or some shitty multiplayer game no one's going to play. I'll play it. I'll play it anyway. That's what I do, apparently.
that's what you do. Yeah, no doubt about it. It'll be that Dino Crisis ripoff, what they cockblocked us with.
Yeah, that's coming. You know, I've seen a couple of people who have played that talk about it, and apparently it's supposed to be pretty good.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't get no Regina, no Sale.
No Dino Crisis, no horror, no frights.
What's your next dream?
Next dream.
Dream
This one-
big.
Dream big. Next dream, I would love to see, because we enjoyed this game, even though it was buggy as hell for us, but I would love to see Endeavor actually do Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Okay.
I would love to see that. I think that would be... it's probably more on the Wildcard one, because of just like... But I could just love to give that a chance.
Yeah, me too. I need
The
to go back and
Guardians is
play.
Guardians is riding high right now with the 3rd film coming out, and it's very much loved and everything. Yeah,
I want to go back and play the first one at some point.
I'm tempted to, but at the same time, I'm just like,
Now that my back's healed, I'm starting to get back on that thought that I had, that thought process that I had, like at the beginning of, like in the first few months of the year, which is like using Twitch to like play all the games that I never played, like Mario and Zelda,
fair.
Final Fantasies and stuff, and like Guardians would be on that list for sure.
That's fair.
My next one, I'm gonna get it because I feel like you might try and get it. And I want to get out there first. Alien Isolation 2, baby.
I think there's a chance for that.
Well, there's a rumor.
Yeah.
That's going around, and
I think there is an actual chance for that.
I feel like now is the time to like bring, like we're getting things like Alan Wake 2 this year. I think now is people have like. Publishers have realized there's fertile ground for like cult classic games, which I think Alien Isolation falls into. To not like blow everybody away with sales, but to just like keep that core niche audience who fucking love Alien Isolation.
What helps is that they are right now in the process of filming a new Alien movie, and it's probably going to be out next year. So It's like. Now, between now and then, it's like the perfect time to give it a go. To say we are create Alien Isolation 2, because you left the fucker on a cliffhanger, for God's sake. She's still floating in space, for God's sakes. If you see the Alien Special Edition movie, you know what happens to her and everything. But she's still floating in space.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. It's all right. Don't worry about it. That's a good one. That is a very good one.
I've got good ones locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Fabulous. That is amazing. That I'll see it for them. I'll see it for the fans.
For the fans.
New Gears. That's happening. I think it's going to happen. Is it too early? Probably, maybe. But
it's hard
like
to
I said,
tell.
Xbox, they need to come out swinging and like blow on your load with games that are 20 years or maybe 5 years away still. Who cares? Like, go for it. Like, I think people need to come out. Like, you and me will be like, good.
Cool.
I think overall, cool. Yeah, and everything like that. But I think for a lot of people, people need to be screaming, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" Like that type of thing.
Sure. We don't do that either way.
No, unless it's like Dino
There's
Crisis,
maybe like
9.
half a dozen games between us
that would make us
do that.
Yeah,
for the most part, we'll just be like, awesome. Like, our value as reactors to these things on Twitch isn't the overhyped moments where we scream and wave our arms and stuff. Our value, well, at least my value, is the sarcasm.
The sarcasm. We are going to be. It's going to be some peak sarcasm in these streams. That if you're coming for sarcasm, I think we'll put in our title.
If you're coming for excitement,
streams.
If you're coming for us being excited, you'll get a bit of that. You'll get a little suspension of that. And we're going to be less sarcastic when we watch things like the Wholesome Direct and stuff like that. But like, come watch the Summer Games Fest or the Xbox Showcase, and you're going to get peak fucking sarcasm.
and if we do decide to do the Ubisoft, there is going to be
no holes barred, except out of respect while Avatar is on the screen.
For Avatar,
I will say nothing while Avatar is on the screen.
You know that's when Joe Medforce will come into stream and he'll be like, "Oh, just try and wind me up."
No, because what he'll do is I'll tell him, look, we're being respectful of Moody having his moment here, and then as soon as it finishes and Eve comes out on the screen, I'm going fucking right back in, baby. But I'll be respectful.
That's fair.
For Avatar.
That's fair.
Here's a one that you got from me in the previous section, but mine was more specific. A sequel to Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Nice.
Because new VR headsets are out. Ubisoft loves a fucking trend. And also Star Trek, it's pretty, like, with the fans, Star Trek is pretty on a high right now. You got Strange New Worlds coming out. Picard, everybody loved who watched it. So yeah, I think for Ubisoft, if they still have the means, like in the licenses and stuff, to make a Bridge Crew game, they'll look at the situation and go, yeah, we could probably make a Bridge Crew too. Put in like the Titan, maybe.
Fair.
I'd love to see a Star Trek RPG, but it's just never ever gonna happen.
Yeah,
I've made my peace with that.
Yeah, that's why I think I loved Resurgence so much for myself. I was just like, this is as close as we're going to get.
This is as close as we're ever going to get to the Star Trek game we actually want.
Yeah, it really is. We really, really are. It's as close as we're going to get. The dream. The dream's a dream.
The dreams, not the dream. That's your wild card, but other dreams.
Yeah. The dreams are dreams of time gone by.
All right, smarty pants.
All right. I think we'll see, or dream. We will see that Devolver Digital E3 game, but a sequel.
I've still got the first one on Steam. Devolverland Expo, I think it was called. That was fucking fun.
I think it'll be even more crazy because they haven't had an E3 for like so long.
And it'll be like Volvi, because Volvi is the thing, right? So it'll be like a mascot game. Starring Volvi. Oh my god. This isn't mine. Like, I didn't have this written down, but as you've said that, I've just thought of it. They're going to release a Volvi game, right?
Probably.
Oh, that's going to be cool. So meta. I love it. I know some people don't like that kind of humor, but for me, it's just... I'm so into it. I see it. I dream it with you. Really. I dream it with you. Judgment 3. Dream a dream. I'm dreaming.
When was last year or was 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Did they
the
resolve
the first
thing?
one was in 2019, the second one was in 2021, and there was the thing, but the thing was related to releasing the games on PC, and then they have released the games on PC, like they have come out in the past year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it seems like the thing might be resolved.
That would be amazing. I would love to go back to see them again.
Judgment, I had to go back and check this. Judgment was revealed at E3 at the Kind of Funny Game Showcase.
Are they doing something this time?
No, I don't think so. But just the fact that that was where it was revealed tells me this didn't have to be a TGS thing. It doesn't even have to be because RGG are doing their own thing. It doesn't even have to be an RGG thing. Like this could come up anywhere, and I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a dream because I fucking love those games, and it would be cool.
Oh yeah. I would love to go back to see that again. I would absolutely love to go back.
I want to Kaito, come back to me. I love that man. I love Kaito so much.
Oh yeah.
Big beautiful himbo.
Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it, but not well. Like maybe that fits in the perfect definition of this category.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Maybe. Do you know what else fits in the definition of this category for me personally? One you've already said, Tomb Raider. I put it in here because I just don't think there's been enough time since the acquisition, unless they were already working on something. But then it's like if Crystal are working on a new Tomb Raider game, they're also working on Perfect Dark for Microsoft, so I don't think they'll have done a whole lot towards it. And they were working on Avengers for a bit. So I put it here. And that was the last one that you sniped off of me in the previous, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You kept saying them and I was like, they're in my next category. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. I guess I'm just less of an optimist than you. You all right there, Moody? Are we distracting you from something?
No, I'm looking for inspiration.
Yeah, when most of your inspiration is Pokemon and Nintendo on at Summer Games Fest, like you kind of shit out of luck there, aren't you?
Mass Effect.
Nah. All right, hang on. I've got one. Dragon Age.
That's a dream. Nah.
That's what I wrote down.
I was going to put Dragon Age. Dragon Age. I'm going to say that Dragon Age is in my wild card.
Is it? I put Dragon Age in my dreams. I was like, maybe smile smidgen of a chance.
And there's more chance we see more of Mass Effect than we actually see Dragon Age.
Dragon Age ain't coming out this year, so whatevs.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that. Which sucks, man. I hate that so much because I love Inquisition so much.
So it's that feeling, how you feel right now about Dragon Age. That's exactly how I feel about Hollow Knight. That's hold on to that feeling because that's how it feels. Yeah.
The thing is about it though, I think Hollow Knight's going to come out and I think that's going to blow. We're not hearing like bad development things for Hollow Knight. We're just hearing things of just like it's got bigger and we want to make all this type of thing.
It was originally DLC. Like, it was originally an expansion, a Hollow Knight, that they turned into a sequel, that they've then turned around and said, actually, this got a lot bigger than we were expecting. And it's like, how big is this fucking game?
Yeah, but that sounds awesome. Dragon Age, BioWare have just added a new creative person director for Dragon Age, so that means he's probably changing it all already.
Well,
and
maybe,
whatnot.
Maybe.
And it's so that means it's getting delayed even more. So I'm just like, that's
speaking of wildcards, EA is a fucking wildcard. Nobody knows what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
They've got all these games, and it's like, but are you making any of them? What happened to Skate?
Yeah. So
I've got two more.
I've
got two more. These are very personal dreams. So Wasteland 4 or a new game by the developer of Wasteland? It's a very personal one for me because I think I was higher on Wasteland 3.
Yeah, you loved 3, didn't you? Yeah.
Loved it. Came out in 2020. And yeah, I love their games, like the games that they make. So like if they make a new Wasteland, awesome, I'm in. I love that, the writing and the world. in that game. If it's a completely new or different thing, I'm still in.
Yeah,
And they've obviously got Microsoft money now, so
yeah. I'm just looking for a game.
well, I'll say my last one while you're doing
Go
that.
for it.
My last one is a new Mega Man. A new Mega Man. It's been a long time since Mega Man, and I was belligerently harassing the internet about it for about a year and a half before it came out. So consider this the beginning of Mega Man 12 campaign. I demand Mega Man.
You demand it.
I'm done waiting. I want more Mega Man. Gimme.
I can't. I know I played one of these games, and I think it was one of my favorite games of that year when it came out.
What year?
Desperado 3.
Okay. That's the thing, right?
No, I think that's one of the games I played a few years ago, which I really, really liked. So I'm going to say either Desperados 4 or a new game, a new IP, or new game from that developer. I'm just trying to remember if I'm saying it right.
Desperados is a game.
It is, yeah. It's got like 3 games, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Really is stumbling.
Yeah. Desperados 3. There it is. Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, it came out in 2020. So this is like a long time ago. So this is 3 years ago now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
THQ Nordic.
Owned by Embracer Group.
So yeah, I think that's a chance. Yeah. There's
all right, fuck it. We're not
yeah.
ending. I'm sorry. Those games, Mega Man, Desperados, and Wasteland are all really good games, but we're not ending the fucking dreams segment on those. So I'm going to throw out another dream that I just came up with right now on the spot, which is a bigger get hype moment. Deus Ex is coming back. Do I believe it? Hell no. Do I want it? Hell fucking yes, I want it.
I love it. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. You go for that.
Okay. It's wildcard time. I took yours. I'm so sorry.
What did you take? I forgot.
I said Dragon Age, and you said that was your wildcard.
Oh yeah.
Because I believe there is a 1% chance that Dragon Age Dreadwolf might pop its head. Have a look around.
I've got another. Sorry, can I just go? Can I do one more dream?
Yeah, better be a big one.
New XCOM.
I'll allow it.
There we go.
I'll allow it. Deus Ex and XCOM, that's a bad place to end dreams.
Yeah.
Wildcard, the most unlikely, craziest thing that will never happen, but maybe.
GTA 6.
You
said Wildcard.
I thought about it, and I was like, no. That's too much of a wildcard even for me.
I get it. I get that. I do get that.
I mean, hey, you know what? It looked a hell of a lot further along than we assumed it was when we saw that footage that got leaked.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm thinking.
What was the thing? There was a rumor. It wasn't a rumor. It was based on financials. Take-Two think in their fiscal year starting in April next year, so April 2024, and ending in March 2025, they've got this sudden jump in expected revenue where they're going to make $8 billion.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder how they could make $8 billion because they're going to release GTA, or at least they think they are.
They're hoping to,
yeah. Imagine if Jeff Keighley's Summer Games catastrophe, but then it ended with GTA 6.
On Microsoft.
You know what? I'd have to give him some kudos for that.
Yeah,
and that would be painful.
We would have to go.
Be like,
yeah,
I'd have to begrudgingly be like, okay, fair. Microsoft is a good one though. But if it's it wouldn't be at Microsoft because it would be in Game Pass. My brain couldn't handle that.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, everything they showed last year was in Game Pass.
But they could just show it and just say this is not down for Game Pass yet.
But what if they did show it and they did go
Game Pass?
Game Pass. Summer 2024 Game Pass.
They win not E3. That's it. They win not E3.
Suddenly, PlayStation sales start slowing down. Xbox sales start catching up, and Xbox turns around and goes, "Who fucking needs Call of Duty, bitches? We got GTA." Or if they just imagine if they made it exclusive. No, they wouldn't do that. But it'd be funny. He has $1 billion. That's where their $8 billion came from. That's just how much Microsoft have paid them to make it exclusive to Xbox.
True.
Oh, God. That would be... Okay, that would be cool. I mean, I'm not even a GTA 6 fan, but I appreciate the hype that surrounds it. Like, I'll be appreciative of the moment we see it, if we saw it. Without going, I can't wait to play that, because I can't, I won't. But
that's fair.
That is a good wild card. We'll play it.
Thank you.
Do you know what my wild card is?
What's your wild card, Amy?
An honest and open discussion about abuse and crunch in the games industry. If I was holding my microphone right now, I would drop it and walk away, but I'm not. It's attached to an arm. Booyah. I did it
Surprise,
anyway.
motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. That's my wild card. The most unlikely, craziest thing that will never happen. Do you want to know my serious answer, though?
Serious answer, go.
Hideo Kojima's horror game, which is a hard thing to say fast.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a wild card, but like if his game for Xbox is the horror game, and bearing in mind I've played PT, like it'll be amazing. And if like if they just pulled it out at Xbox, it was just like that. What if that's their one more thing? What if that's the thing that they end on? Like I said earlier, my expectation is they'll start with Hellblade 2, and then they end with Hideo Kojima's horror game.
Yeah.
Legally distinct PT. That'd be fucking amazing.
That would be amazing, no doubt about it.
That's my wild card. That's it. Well, you just get one. Just one wild card.
What, you only get one?
Yeah. Wild card.
Oh, man.
It was in the thing. It was singular. Well, because I had a joke one. Not really a joke one. You can have another one.
First, I actually like Jeff Keighley's show.
There's a wild card.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Moody. What's going to happen is, I'll tell you what's going to happen. He's going to start strong, right? He's going to have something, and we're both going to go, cool. And then it's going to be a bit dull, right? And then there'll be a couple of indie games, and we'll go, oh shit, nice. Couple of indie games. And then he'll spend too long talking to Troy Baker about the 5 horror games that he's in. And then we'll start getting annoyed. And then it'll be fucking Vin Diesel comes out to do some fucking energy drink and also the next Fast and Furious movie. And then we'll get really annoyed. Then Call of Duty will happen and we'll get even more annoyed. Then he'll bring it back around with some really hype game that we're really excited for, and we'll think, you know what, this has had its moments. And then it'll be Harry Potter DLC, and I'll just walk out. That's what's going to happen. Future Amy, clip that and keep it to one side. And if that's more or less what actually happens, share it far and wide on social media.
Share it around the world.
It's a good wild card. It would be incredibly unlikely, nay, impossible for us to enjoy a Jeff Keighley showcase. There's a first time for everything.
Exactly. There's a first time for everything.
You could combine that with my first one to just double the impossibility. A Jeff Keighley showcase where we have an honest and open discussion about crunch and abuse in the games industry. With GTA 6 and Hideo Kojima's horror game. Both coming to Game Pass in the next 12 months.
Jesus. That's why they're expecting the things, because they've already got the money. Microsoft will give them the money.
This is what I'm saying. They're giving them the money. That's why it's in their financials already. That's not the sales they're going to have of GTA. That's the money Microsoft gave them to have GTA in Game Pass.
Yeah. Oh, that's bonkers. Yeah,
That's why Kojima can do his podcasts and faff around doing Death Stranding 2 trailers again. Because Microsoft just paid him a shitload of money
Yeah, to do a game that will take 10 years to come out.
to do Silent Hills, but with a Z.
It's not copyright, it's Zed.
Alien Isolation 2, directed by Hideo Kojima.
I remember when obviously the whole thing of happened with Kojima with Metal Gear Solid 5, then he obviously created his new studio, and they literally put out a thing of saying, "I am watching Alien for research for."
Yeah, he's done that a few times.
And I was
when Death Stranding.
Alien?
I don't know whether it was when it was out or just as it was like finishing up, and he was like, "I'm watching horror things for research," and it was like, "Go on."
Yes, especially when he said Alien, I was like, "Go on." I know it's not you doing an Alien game, but go on.
Go on. Keep talking. His fucking like PT was proof enough that him and the team that he has, he can fucking do it.
He can do it, yeah.
That is one of the scariest games I've ever played, and it was technically a trailer for another game.
Yeah, that's true.
I still have it installed on the PS4 downstairs.
Fabulous.
Like, I'm one of the few that has PT still.
That's awesome.
I'm never playing it again. As far as I'm concerned, the PS4 is cursed. Fuck that.
You are cursed.
When I was playing it, Moody, you know, in the big jump scare in PT, when that happened to me, I threw my controller off the ceiling. That's not even, I'm not exaggerating. That's not a joke or hyperbole. I got such a bad fright and a jump scare. I was sat on this bed and I fucking threw the controller in the air and I heard it hit the ceiling and come back down.
Yeah. So I've got a confession.
Go on. You've never played it.
Never played it.
That's fair.
Never watched anything.
Okay.
Don't know what the giant thing is.
It's fucking horrifying. Never
seen it.
Never play it.
I had no idea. I was interested. I just was just like, other things. I'm doing other things right now.
It is a masterclass in atmospheric horror. That's his biggest thing. Like, that's his biggest victory, I think. It's like it's the atmosphere it builds. And yeah, that was the first Kojima game I ever played.
That's awesome.
That's the only Kojima. No, I played some Metal Gear 5. I stopped when I realized I wanted to start from number 1 because I didn't have a fucking clue what the hell was going on. And I mean, I know that's part of the experience, even if you have played all 5 of them, but I really didn't know what was going on. I can attach a parachute to a bear and it flies off into the sky. I mean, that's cool and everything, but what the fuck?
True. Well, that is it. That's our crazy predictions for.
We saved the craziest one for last. We might actually enjoy Jeff Keighley's show.
Like I said, hope is he gives a damn and not bloats it with his own fucking ego. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward. Like I said, like
it's gonna be a great week.
It's gonna be a great week. Like you and me hanging out, playing games, watching these showcases, being sarcastic as hell. Hopefully, gonna see some amazing games that will really get us excited.
Mm-hmm. We always do.
I'm looking forward for this. I think we're gonna have a banter over time.
I agree, because as you remember from the very beginning of the podcast, my expectation is the thing I'm most excited about this, as I wrote down in my phone, you can check, I can prove it, is that I'm just really looking forward to hanging out with you and doing the streams and watching all the things with you. That's exactly what it had. Number 1.
I completely agree. I believe you.
Good, I'm glad. I'm very trustworthy. Wholesome to rare.
Yeah, but we're going to be playing some fun-ass games as well.
Hell yeah.
Potentially Street Fighter 5. Maybe the new Diablo. We're not really sure on that. We haven't decided on that. 6, yeah. Street Fighter 6, sorry. And other games as well. Like, hopefully,
we'll figure
said
it out
on many occasions, maybe replaying True Colors.
Maybe.
But But we got.
I don't know how
other
much
stuff to do.
streaming around the showcases we want to do, because we also do have plans to do other things that don't involve video games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But I hope everyone has a great time because
Have fun with it. Just have fun with it.
Just
Whether you
have
come in
fun.
and hang out with us to watch it, or just come in or just watch it in general, just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. The road, the road to disappointment is paved with you taking E3 too seriously. If you don't take E3 too seriously, you're gonna have a fucking blast. Trust me.
You will.
That has been my strategy for the last 10 years, and it has never failed.
Strategy.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
All
I agree.
right, let's get out of here. Otherwise, this is going to turn into a regular length podcast, and we didn't want it to turn into a regular length podcast.
I did not want that, but it
So-
went over because I.
Hey, we had fun.
Yeah.
The E3, Amy's E3 strategy, we had fun with it.
Exactly.
I'm just going to remember not to upload it tonight and publish it tomorrow, because it'll be way too early. That's my usual
Can't
what
you-
I do. No, I'll
can't you
schedule it. My
Yeah, I was gonna
worry
say,
is
yeah.
I'm going to hit publish, because normally that's how it works. I finish recording, I edit it, I upload it, and then the next morning I get up and I hit publish on the thing, and it's like, I'm going to go, no.
But yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird run-on sentence. Bye, everybody. Have a lovely
Bye.
E3. Come hang out with us. Twitch.tv/wordsbargames.